Today we will be testing the Jurik CFB Adaptive Outer Force Index with ATR channels. But before we do, if you have not watched the first video on the channel and all the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. There is also a link down below to sign up for TradingView. You can save a little bit of money if you use the link below to sign up for your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Lastly, if you would like a list of all the indicators we have tested along with their win rates, but you aren't interested in watching all the videos on the channel, you can sign up for our $9 Patreon, and you will receive the complete list of indicators. We also would like to introduce our Patreon exclusive Discord channel. As a $9 Patreon, you will be invited to join an exclusive Discord channel where we will give you a list of winning indicators and links for the MT platform, give you winning strategies, post trade ideas, give advanced advice, and much more. So click the link below to join our Patreon. Alright, as I said, today we will be testing the Jurik CFB Adaptive Outer Force Index with ATR channels. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 51 different strategies, with 13 of them being profitable. We've also tested a total of 712 indicators, with 287 of them being winners. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. So go back and watch those videos and see what you can get out of those winning indicators. And keep in mind that we test most of these strategies and indicators on the Forex market, but they can be applied to just about any market universally. All right, so today's indicator is the Jurik CFB Adaptive Outer Force Index with ATR channels. Quite a mouthful. We tested this one on the last video. If you haven't watched that one yet, you can go back and take a look at that one to kind of see what we were using in that initial test. And as I said, in this particular one, we made a few changes to it so that way we can try to test it just a tad bit of a different way. To give you a little bit of context, basically we have the indicator here with an oscillating line. We have a channel that runs with lines above and below most of the time, that oscillating line, but the oscillating line does have the ability to break out of that channel, similar to like Bollinger Bands, if you will. I did go in and make a few changes visually. So I turned off the zero line. Zero line looked like that. It was just dots running straight through the middle there. And so I turned that off. I turned off the ATR2 low, and that's this little kind of skinny dashed line right here on the bottom. So I turned that off, and I turned off the ATR2 high right here. That's the one above here. Same thing, skinny little dashed gray line. Turned that off. And for the ATR1 high and ATR3 high, no, sorry, let's see. Nope, ATR1 high, ATR1 low. Went in and turned those to black, and I bumped up the line weight of those a little bit there, which gives us what we're looking at now. I didn't make any other changes to it other than that, just a few visual changes, so that way it's a tad bit easier to see, not quite as clustered. So before, basically what we did was we looked for a red dot or a green dot to appear, and then we waited for the oscillating line to then cross over that zero or under that zero line as the true signal to enter or enter long or enter short. And so in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to use these ATR bands here. The dark, the black dashed lines there, the thicker dashed lines that we bumped up the weight on. So when we get a red dot, we are going to wait until the blue oscillating line crosses down below that dashed line, the upper dashed line. That is going to be our signal to go short. When we get a green dot, we are going to wait for that oscillating line to break up above that black dashed line. That is going to be our signal to go long. So it makes it just a little bit more responsive than the way we tested it last time. Hopefully that'll make it, that'll help it kind of dial in a little bit and see what we can get out of it that way. So, all right, enough talking. Let's get on with the testing and see what we can get. All right, so we pick up our first trade right here. It's going to be a long, so you see that we get those green dots right here, and we see that the oscillating line right here bumps up above that dashed line, that lower dashed line right there. Be this candle right here would be our signal. This one would technically be the entry as soon as this candle opened, and you can see immediately price just starts to crumble and fall down. That does come down and hit our stop, unfortunately, on that one. Let's go ahead and continue on. All right, so the next signal that we pick up was a long signal. Again, we get those green dots, oscillating line kind of moving through there, and finally spikes up above that lower dashed line right here. And we get a really nice push to the upside there, which does come up and get us to our take profit. Looks like we pick up a short over here. Just double check. Yep. So we pick up a short right there on that one. Again, we get that red dot there. Oscillating line comes back and closes below that upper dashed line this time. Let's go ahead and play it forward just a little bit, and we get a nice push to the downside there, which does come down and get us to our take profit. Just double check our stop and take profit. Yep, it does come down and get us to our take profit. So far we're doing all right. What I'm going to do here is go ahead and fast forward through the rest of the testing. That way things don't get too long, and we'll pick this up when we are at the end of the year. All right, so that's going to put us at the end right there. Before we take a look at what this was able to achieve, now would be a good time to say that if you are interested in excelling your trading knowledge, I highly recommend that you join our Patreon only channel on our Discord server. You can find a link to our Patreon down below, as well as a link to our Discord. Once you sign up as a patron, it'll give you access to the Patreon only channel, where we post some really great advanced information about trading strategies, trading indicators, and trading philosophy in general. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you'll get access to the full list of indicators that we have tested. That comes in an Excel version and a PDF version, and you will get that full list of indicators showing exactly which indicators were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates. And you'll get access to an Excel sheet of all the strategies that we have tested that shows exactly which strategies were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates, and links to go back and review those individual strategies. And so there is a lot of benefits to becoming a patron of the channel, and it doesn't cost hardly anything at all. I highly recommend it. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our indicator here. Before we do though, real fast, if you could just go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Please don't thumbs down the video, even if the indicator is not a winning indicator. So if the indicator is a losing indicator, please don't thumbs down the video. Basically what that does is it hurts the YouTube algorithm and tells YouTube that they shouldn't be showing this video to more people. And we really want to get maximum exposure on these videos, so that way we can bring more and more people into our community with more and more information and more experience, their viewpoint on what we're doing here and how we can do things, and really help to just build our community. And so if you thumbs up the video, it will tell YouTube and the algorithm that this is a good video, and it should show it to more people, helping to build our community of people around this. So like I said, if you could just go ahead and give us a thumbs up. All right, let's take a look at our indicator here. All right, let's count it out. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we got 10 trades all together for the 1 year's time. So that's more trades than we had in the last one. Let's see. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 winning trades. And so that puts us right at the 50% marker. Same exact thing that we got on the last video, just more trades. And so I thought maybe making this a little bit quicker, a little bit more responsive, might help us get in to some signals a little bit earlier, and therefore maybe we could get a few winning trades, filter out some of those losing trades, but it doesn't look like that is the case. And so, all right, we'll put this one to rest. This one is going to stay on the no list, and we will move on to the next indicator from here.